Let's look at some keyboard shortcuts that make Windows easier to use. The first keyboard shortcut is not really a shortcut, it's just one key. It's the Windows key. If you push the Windows key, that brings up your Start menu. This can be very handy if you need to search for something such as a file. So, if I want to bring up my cute bunnies picture, I can just type the Windows key and type cute bunnies, and it is the first item on the list. If my desktop is cluttered with all kinds of windows, then a useful shortcut in this case would be the Windows key and the letter D for desktop. Windows D minimizes all of your programs and shows you your desktop. If you repeat it, it brings them back. If I need to cycle through several programs that I have open, a useful keyboard shortcut is Alt-Tab. Alt-Tab allows me to cycle through several of my open programs. If I need to cycle in the opposite direction, I can hold Alt, Shift, and Tab, which will cycle through my open programs in the leftward direction. One useful Windows feature, which is new with Windows 7 and which I've demonstrated in other training sessions, is called snapping. To snap a window using the keyboard shortcuts, you can hold down the Windows key and push the left arrow, or the right arrow. If you have a window which is snapped to the right side, it is very easy to snap that window to the left side. You simply have to push the left arrow or the right arrow. If I want a window to occupy the entire screen, then I only need to use the Windows key and push the up arrow. And I can bring it back down by using the Windows key and pressing the down arrow. If I have a window which is not maximized, like this, and I want to minimize it, I can use the Windows key and the down arrow again, which minimizes it. If I want to bring that window back up, the easiest way is to use the Alt-Tab shortcut. Sometimes I would like a window to be full screen, and for most, if not all programs, the shortcut to maximize a program is F11. So here you can see when I use F11, the CNN web page occupies my entire screen. I can no longer see the back or the forward buttons. I can no longer see the address bar. This won't work in every program, but it does work in a lot of them. Now note that if you have a laptop, the F11 key might not work by itself. You may have to hold down the Control key or the Function key in order for your F11 key to work. Now suppose I just want to close one window. So in my Internet Explorer, I have these two tabs, and I only want to close my CNN tab. I don't want to close the whole Internet Explorer. The keyboard shortcut for closing one window in a program is Control W. So if I have, say for example, multiple Microsoft Word documents, and I want to close them down one at a time, I can use the Control W tool to close each window one at a time. If I want to close the entire application, then Control W might not be enough. I may need to use Alt F4. And if you have a file open in that program, it will ask you if you want to save it. In this case, I don't care. Alt F4 is useful for closing down your programs very quickly. Now, sometimes a program will freeze, or it will have some other problem where it becomes impossible to close it. In that case, you need to use this keyboard shortcut, Control, Shift, Escape. Control, Shift, Escape opens up the Windows Task Manager, and from here you can force certain programs to close. So I will force my Internet Explorer to close by clicking End Task. And finally, if you are done with your work for the day and it's time to turn off your computer, you can use the Alt F4 shortcut to shut off your computer. Before you can do that though, you have to show your desktop. So I'm going to use the Windows D shortcut to show my desktop. Then I'm going to use Alt F4, which brings up the shutdown menu.